guys, I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tina. So in today's video, I'm going to be decorating our living room for the Christmas season, and I am so ready for it. I've had piles of Christmas decor all over my house trying to figure out what I want to use this year, what I want to get rid of, and I'm just ready to go ahead, jump in, and get started on this space. But first, I do have a couple of new furniture pieces that I've picked up that I don't think I've actually shared on my channel. I know I mentioned I wanted to change out my coffee table, but I don't think I actually shared what I picked out. So I picked out a large Ottoman, so I'm going to show that to you. And then I also changed out our console table. It's much larger and I have a lot more room to decorate. So let me turn the camera around and show you the new furniture pieces, and then we'll get started. And we do already have our tree up, and I have it decorated, and I will include a little bit of footage of how I use the ribbon on the tree, just in case you're curious how I did that. But I will share a little bit more about that. But first, here is the Ottoman that I picked out. It's a faux leather, it opens up, it has lots of storage, and it has dark wooden legs on it. And we're just really enjoying it in this space. So as you can see, the lid is actually on hinges and it opens up really nicely and has lots of extra storage space. Always nice. And then here's the console table that I picked out, and I picked it up off of Wayfair as well. This one is much longer than the one that I had before. It really fills in this wall nicely, and it has an extra shelf, so a lot more space to decorate with. I thought that would be a lot of fun, especially at Christmas. And then something else that's new in this space is the large home sign. It's a very simple black and white with a wood frame. I just thought this one was really pretty. I'd been wanting this one for a long time. I purchased it from Kirklands, and I was on the email list to let me know when it was back in stock, and they finally did. So of course I scooped it up. So I think it goes perfectly above this table, and I just really like it together. I love the farmhouse look that it has, although I think it could be used in other styles as well. But I just think it's a really pretty one, and I have a fun idea to dress that up for Christmas. So what I've done so far is I already have my Christmas tree up. It's decorated, and like I said, I'll share a little bit of footage of that in the video. And then I put up a few wall decor pieces so far. The December 25th sign is right there. And let me show you. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is over here. And then on the other side of the tree, on that wall, I have my little cowboy snowman picture, which I had picked up at Kirklands several years ago. So let me just show you this side of the room real quick. And as far as my tree goes, I just have a buffalo check print throw wrapped around the bottom. Have my big snowman tucked over here, and then the tree. So I want to go ahead and get the ribbon on this tree and see if I like it or not. I'm going to use the black and white tree ribbon that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. The trees are printed this way, so I am going to put the ribbon on my tree at an angle so that they're upright. I don't have to do that. I just think that'll look a little bit nicer. And then I'm doubling it up with some black and white buffalo check. So I'm just going to layer the two together and stick it in the tree, and we'll take a look. So you can see I have the ribbon doubled up, and I'm just going to make just a loose loop in the tree. And then I'm going to take two branches and just twist them to hold the ribbon in place, and then I'll spread the ribbon apart. And I've been doing like every other one. You can see I'm pulling the buffalo check down here, but over here I pulled it up. So I also used a gray vintage truck printed ribbon on the tree. I just placed it in between the other rows of ribbon, doing the same thing, making loose loops, and I think it just added a little bit more to the tree, and I love how that turned out. And then for my topper, I used some silver picks and made a bow using all of the same ribbons that I had placed on the tree, and I think it turned out really, really pretty. So starting on this side of the room, I chose to decorate my TV stand first, and I just used a simple red and black buffalo check print scarf that I had purchased at Dollar Tree, I believe it was last year, as my table runner, and then added my large dough bowl from Hobby Lobby, some greenery, some battery powered lights, and then my wood jingle bells that I purchased at Walmart this year from the Texas House line. I think they're so pretty, they match the dough bowl perfectly, but I wanted to add a little bit of color to this arrangement, so I'm just adding in some picks that have red berries on them, and I think that turned out really, really pretty. And then I went ahead and added a couple miniature Christmas trees, as well as some white village houses. Actually, one's a barn and then one's a house, and then some white tree ornaments to finish off the top of our TV cabinet. For the shelf, I really wanted to place my nativity here. The stable didn't actually fit. I could have forced it in there and it would have worked, but I decided to go ahead and try it without the stable and see what I thought of that. So my stable for my nativity was a little too tall to fit on the shelf, but I really want my nativity to be front and center, so I'm just going to use the entire shelf to display them. I added some greenery and some battery powered lights that are on a timer to illuminate them from the back. I may revisit this, add some trees or something else, but Jesus is the reason for the season, and I really want this to be front and center. So whether I have the stable or not, I really wanted to go ahead and put my nativity right there. So I'm going to continue working around the room, think about it, and I may revisit this space before I'm done, but I think it looks really pretty. On the smaller shelf, I added a simple joy sign and a couple of picks, and yes, I'm using a paint can to elevate this large snowman so it shows up a little bit better. It does light up, so I need to add batteries to my shopping list. And then I moved on to the hanging wall basket. So I added a couple more picks to the room to add in some more red, and then I changed up the pillows on our accent chairs. So I had to take a little break to charge my camera battery, and so I revisited this area. I changed the lights just a little bit, put them where I want them to illuminate. I added 2 miniature trees in the back corners, and I also added a nativity picture back behind there. And the 2 little bottle brush trees as well, but I think that looks really good. And basically I just folded over the end and tucked it around the top of the lantern. Moving over to my new table, I thought my Santa Claus would be perfect on this shelf. I added my deer and then a miniature tree, as well as a wood tree that my son made for me in grade school, and then some greenery to the candlesticks and a large bow decor on the lantern. It's something that I had purchased at Walmart this year, and I'm just really happy with how this shelf turned out. I think it's so pretty. The bottom 2 shelves, on the other hand, I did have to move things around a bit until I got them how I wanted them. But overall, I think it turned out really, really pretty. So I just wasn't quite sure I liked how it looked and ended up changing things around, and who knows, I may end up changing it again. I like the pieces that are on the shelf. I just wasn't sure if I liked how I had them arranged. I thought maybe it could be a little bit better. So I did end up changing some things up using basically the same pieces, but in the end I do like how it turned out. So I had an idea to dress up this sign. I wanted to use a miniature wreath inside the O, and to do that I just used some red ribbon and attached it to the wall above the sign using a push pin, and then I just let the ribbon dangle down, and I think it adds a little bit more of that red color and dresses it up and just makes it fun and festive for the Christmas season. So this might be a lot on the wall, but I'm kind of loving it. So I got the truck picture up here from Kirklands this year. The joy sign was from Target Dollar Spot, I think last year. And then the home sign, you know, I already mentioned that one. And I just hung a wreath inside of the O to dress it up for Christmas. Just use some red ribbon. And then the other truck picture is one from Hobby Lobby. Last year it actually lights up. I need to add some batteries to that and then it will light up. But I am loving how this turned out. On my bookshelf, I added my Christmas train that I had picked up at Hobby Lobby last year and some wood trees that I made. And then in the corner on the side table, I added a lantern and a Santa Claus. And my two shelves, I chose to go ahead and leave the houseplants where they are. They're happy in their spot, and I've already taken so many plants out of this room, and I'm just running out of space to put them in other places. So I decided to go ahead and leave these and just dress the shelves up with other accessories for Christmas. So on this one I added some buffalo check trees, a miniature Christmas tree, a Santa Claus, a jingle bell ornament, and a wood beaded garland that has a tree on it. And then on the other shelf I added some red berry picks, a large silver star, some different shapes and colors of miniature trees, and then a little floral pick. And I think they turned out really pretty. So I had this idea to see if I could dress up the cow for Christmas, and actually the Santa hat fit pretty much perfectly on her head, and I just thought it was so funny. So I went ahead, decorated it all up. I wasn't sure if I was gonna leave it or not, but I asked my family what they thought about it, and they thought I should leave it. So I'm gonna leave it. I know it's a little bit quirky, and I know it's not gonna be everybody's taste, but I do think it's a lot of fun for Christmas. So changing out one of my buffalo check throws for the new throw that I picked up at Hobby Lobby that matches the ribbon on my tree. And then to the other side table, I'm adding some more pops of red with some Christmas florals, a decorative accent for my lantern that I had made a long time ago, and then a little Merry Christmas sign. Just some simple little touches to dress this corner up as well. Moving over to our ottoman, I wanted to decorate that as well. So I just layered some linens with a large wooden tray, and then I added a basket with some Christmas floral picks. And I'm just going to fill that basket up with some different Christmas ornaments in different shapes and sizes and colors, and some bottle brush trees, some miniature trees, just some different odds and ends. And I think it turned out really, really cute. And then on the table, I'm also going to add a small ceramic tree plate that I had picked up at Hobby Lobby this year, as well as a wood beaded garland that actually fit perfectly in the little plate. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a candle. Here's a few more photos from around the room, but I also wanted to include a few photos from the evening as well, and I think it turned out so pretty. I think that's just about it for decorating our living room for the Christmas season. I may change a few things up here and there along the way, but overall, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a few ideas. If you did enjoy it, like always, please give it a thumbs up. Comment to let me know. I'd really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day, and thanks for watching.